Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. 7 wins, no losses yet. At this point, I don't even want to say anything remotely optimistic because I'd be dooming myself. I am not a religious man, but Murphy's Law is pretty scary. I may not actually believe in Murphy's Law, but I cannot help but act in such a fashion as basically the way I would if I really believed in Murphy's Law. Which means that obviously at some level I do believe in it, even though I know that logically that's not true. It's not a thing. Superstition, it gets the best of us. It's a road!
Begin.
I'm going first. I've got a pretty smooth casting cost curve here and lots of stuff for the Houndmaster to work with, so we'll keep this. That's good. The most important play of the game, Squelch. Okay. What do you do? Coin Defias? Because that's what I don't want to see. Oh. Okay. He played a 2-1. He does nothing. He's just a 2-1. I can live with that. Now, I mean, against my stuff, that's not so bad. A lot of my stuff can't survive the 2-1. Oh, there's a good thing. Now, do I shoot you for 2 or play a Worgen Infiltrator? Shooting for 2 is nice. It doesn't and it's like very card efficient. If I play the Worgen Infiltrator, it will help to insulate me from her playing something strong, like a Knife Juggler. Although it doesn't really. How well does it protect me from the Knife Juggler? If the Knife Juggler gets to play something else, then it would not. But I'm just talking about next turn. Seems like I'd be a bad hunter if I don't just shoot her. Unless she like combo eviscerates this guy, I'm not going to be hurting too much from it. I do want to be able to play the. I'm going to play the bear next turn, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I really probably should have played this because if that's right, if I'm playing the bear next turn, the bear would protect him, so I'd be able to attack with it anyway. I just needed one more step in my thinking to figure out what should have been going on.
Don't mess with Tusker.
Okay, so there's an army of not all that impressive, but I mean, it's good. Those are not like bad things. My opponent definitely has the advantage in terms of what's in play, including after I play this bear. But it's still not horribly scary. Now, if she has some good way to kill him with one, like, poison, and then kill him, that would be really unfortunate. Now, okay, taking 3 damage and losing a guy to kill him, that doesn't bother me. That's fine right now. At this stage, we are okay with that. Oh, Animal Companion, those are strong. So, Knife Juggler, and then play anything else, but it's just going to do 1 damage, and then she can kill him. So that's no good. We're going to see what Animal Companion we get, and I still have enough mana left to play the Worgen Infiltrator. 4/4. Now, this is okay right now. It's at least tough, but my opponent can hit it for 2 without losing this thing, so that's unfortunate. Really, I wanted the bear. This is probably second best right now, though. The 4/2 would die too easily, and yeah, if I had the 4/2, my smartest play might have been to just kill her, which is really not a great use of it. So he missed my stealth guy, which is really nice, because of course random stuff can hit stealth. I mean, the odds were a little on the low side, but yeah, it overall did not work out very well for my opponent. Actually, it worked out really badly because it did 1 damage to her, so she could not so the hunter could not survive this thing. Okay, I've got 5 mana now. And you hurry up and end your turn. You already attacked with your dagger, so yeah. You have 0 cost plays that you're contemplating. Don't know what that would be. Okay, so you could shadow step this and play it again. Which, if you could do that, you should have done it. I don't know. Save it for combo, maybe. Okay. Stop babbling. I can play this, draw a card from that, trade to kill this. My opponent will be able to stab the buzzard. She'll think she's accomplishing more than she is, because usually there are only 2 buzzards. That's not the case. I think that's pretty good, because it should leave me with at least one beast out that I can do this to the next turn. Yeah, let's do some card drawing. I played him in the other side. Oh, whatever. It doesn't really matter since I'm just going to trade him for that. Okay, not the card I need right this instant, but it's not too bad. So you can stab the buzzard and take 3 damage. Which is probably wise. I mean, you might have an even easier way to kill her. You know, 10 of knives, that would do it. Damn. It did take most of her turn, though. But, okay. Being able to stab that thing is pretty cool. I think my opponent got screwed by the game. I'm pretty sure she clicked to attack and then did that, but the attack click didn't go. So that's unfortunate. Excuse me. I apologize. I don't have any... I could play this and boost it, but then I'm not drawing a card from this, and something bad will probably happen to it. On the other hand, that would give me a giant force out in play. 2 4/3s, one of which with taunt. It's tempting to just do this, because he won't lose his bubble and just get 4 damage. But no, I think actually I get... Again, I don't have to worry... Like, I have plenty of buzzers where this came from. I think I get the biggest advantage from doing this. That is a hell of a force. It's very hard for a rogue to do 3 points of AoE. Like, it can be done, but if she does it, it's expensive. That's kind of annoying, but oh well. Still, that was the most force I was going to have at the end of the turn after that. Okay, I guess fair is fair is how this is going to work out. I'd rather save my explosive shot, so I'll use his bubble. Doesn't use my mana as efficiently as I would like. But this is okay, because I'm coming out ahead right now. My opponent does have more cards, though, so the life differential, not that big a deal. Like, the cards even it out. The fact that I have 2 guys in play, unless you can get good card advantage here, is kind of hurting her. Come on. That's not going to get card advantage. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but that is not really how she wanted to spend her turn. Oh, nice.
Put this apple on your head.
I mean, I could do just as much damage by using the Hunter's Shot, but this way I got the Knife Juggler out. That extra 3/2, it's less the fact that he's an amazing Knife Juggler, more the fact that he's just a 3/2 right now, is making it harder and harder for my opponent to survive this army. And I can Explosive Shot. Or Spellbreaker. Having these 2 options is great. Like, I should be able to kill or neutralize most things that could come out. She only has 8 mana, so she can't even play like a dragon yet and mess up my equation. This is, you have a lot of cards, but with only 8 mana, I don't know how you're going to save yourself from this. As a rogue, that's hard. You can copy him, but you don't get the bubble. You charge, you get. That helps. You only have 3 mana, and there's a lot of stuff coming at you. Nope, that's not going to do it. Now, I don't know if I can kill this turn. Right, because I've got 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I do have 11 damage, so it doesn't even matter.
If you insist.
That made my life easier. Okay. Wow. Is it something I did that caused my opponent not to be able to play many cards? I don't know. But... okay. If I can win this game, I will tie the best I have ever done in the arena. Because of course back when I played most of the earlier games in the beta, the maximum wins in the arena was 9. It would stop you after 9 wins. Now, on open beta and stuff, the maximum wins is 12. So you can go back to 9. I never got some of those games where I got 9 wins. I probably couldn't have gone any further, but I think at least one of them I did not have many losses at all, like 1 or 0. In which case, I really potentially could have gone much further. I'd love to get past the 9 win mark at the very least. Just if I could get 10 wins, that would be some kind of achievement I've been working towards all this time. But I have to get through this mage first, and that won't necessarily be easy, although this is a really damn good first turn play. It's tempting to include these in some of my constructed decks, because it's such a great first turn play. Most first turn plays are most 1-cost minions are just not that impressive, like a first turn play. This is pretty impressive. Mage can just kill either one of these, so we're going to do 2 damage, and not attack. There are a lot of ways. I mean, an arcane shot or an arcane explosion could kill this guy, and I'm losing 2 damage. But I'm willing to lose that 2 damage for the option of killing a 2 defense creature that comes out. Okay, that's unfortunate. Don't really like that, but what I'm thinking now is, if I play the Starving Buzzard and the Timberwolf and attack, there are going to be too many targets. She's not going to be able to kill them all with this. If she has an Arcane Explosion that she didn't use last turn, which would be reasonable with this as an option, this is better than playing an Arcane Explosion. Yeah, no, it's... I mean, Arcane Explosion is not that good, but I don't know what people take in the arena. Man, I'm tempted to just play these. I'll at least draw 1 card, and I might be getting an advantage in board control here, but it's hard to say. This is probably dumb, but let's see what happens anyway. If I have a beast alive next turn, I can Houndmaster it. That's the other thing. Which is, if you have a beast to target with this guy, he gives you an amazing amount of stats for the price. That is a good sign. Although I'm not going to have a beast left. Damn. That is true. There was not much chance of me actually having a beast left. But it was a good sign because it meant they weren't going to get AoE'd, basically. Now, I can play him kill that bubble, which seems kind of excessive. But on the other hand, then I can trade this way and end up with the only guy alive. So let's do that.
Magic shall not face.
Excuse me.
What to do? What to do? Your nose is terrible.
Okay, no problem. So, really, just Fire Blast, Geomancer, and nothing, really. Okay. It's not really what I expected to happen at all. I could waste an explosive shot to blow them away. That would be kind of silly. I could play the Silverhand Knight, which is a pretty strong army, although she would still be able to just kill this guy, which is sad. Or I could play the Tundra Rhino. It would end up as a 2-3 after hitting this, and I could still hit my opponent for 4. And she would really want to kill this, because she'd be afraid of what other beasts I'm going to play next turn. Which, probably none, because I don't have any, but I think this is the best thing for now. It lets me save this guy to repopulate after an apocalypse, which is coming. 5 mana is not coming this turn, since Blizzards cost 6. I remember back when Blizzard cost only 5 mana. And Frost Nova was 2, and Cone of Cold was 3, and mages ruled the Earth 65 million years ago. At least that's how I remember it. So you still do that, but I still have the guy that grants charge. You're not going to let that stand, are you? You must have some way to kill this.
We have many secrets.
Apparently you don't have many secrets. The evidence indicates otherwise. Okay. I can now power him up with the Houndmaster, although that doesn't leave... It'd be a 4-5 with Taunt. This thing plus Fire Blast would kill it, but in the meantime I get to do 4 damage, and I get the Houndmaster out. And I get to shoot for another 2. Now that means I'm not playing the Boulder Fist Ogre, but... Play the Boulder Fist Ogre, and then he kills that, and then... I don't know, I kind of like... I like this play. I'm getting almost as much stats. I'm getting like a 6-5 worth of stats for 4 mana with this. And still enough mana left to do 2 damage. Whereas the Boulder Fist Ogre gets 6-7 for 6 mana. So, 2 extra toughness instead of the 2 extra thing. But also, making this harder to kill, I think works out. She really wants to kill it. Like, even if she has a Blizzard, she's going to still want to finish this off because its ability works while frozen. Fireball? I got her to spend a Fireball. That's okay. Just a random thought, but once again, like, I try and refer them by their class's gender. Just, because I don't know, Sly Wolf could be a guy, but it could also not be a guy. I don't know. I'm not saying that you're a woman, or even if that mattered. I'm just saying she, because that's the hero that I'm looking at on the battlefield. And frankly, I don't care much about like who's behind it, as long as I have time to squelch them. Alright, you're at 16. I don't have that much more health. I could play a bunch of stuff, but if I knew what I was going to get from Animal Companion, that would be more tempting, but it's going to work out better for mana on a later turn. I think my best choice is actually to... I have an extra explosive shot. I can afford to spend one on this. It gives me battlefield control. I can still do a ton of damage. So that's what we're going to go with. Next turn, I can Silver Hand and Animal Companion, or I can Boulder Fist and Hunter Shot, or I can Explosive Shot and Animal Companion. I have lots of good choices. It all depends on what my opponent does with her 7 mana.
I wonder.
The fact that this guy is still alive indicates to me that I made the right choice there. I mean, yeah, probably the Boulder Fist would still be alive, but he would have got Fireballed instead of the Rhino. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah. I know I'm doing a good job when my opponent Flame Strikes 1 creature. Awesome. So, that being the case, we're going to repopulate after the apocalypse. Let's see what we get. Nice. Never complain about that. There are very few situations where I don't want this one. I mean, there are lots of desperate situations where just like a Hail Mary 1 in 3 need the charge one, but most of the time you play Animal Companion, this guy will be fine. That's why you were willing to Flame Strike, because you had a backup. That's okay, I also have a backup plan. But I'm going to start shooting you. I'm not going to play another bear. I can play him and use his taunt as a surprise. This is enough to kill my opponent. She has to stop him. Now, she hasn't used any polymorphs yet. She could easily have a polymorph. A Fireball would be enough, because she can Fireball and Fire Blast. That's 7 damage. So I probably should have played the bear, but I don't know. If I keep shooting her, if we keep it sort of stalemated, I have enough stuff to kill creatures to actually do a pretty good job of stalemating things. Like now, I can spend 4 mana and destroy her entire army next turn and still hit her for a bunch of damage. I can hit her for even more damage than I thought. Because I can get a little temporary boost from the Dark Iron Dwarf. And also have a Dark Iron Dwarf out. Now matters are worse for my opponent. So this is going to be a pretty hard situation to come back from. I have done it. I've got 9 wins. I've matched my previous best. And I have no losses yet. So I have 3 tries in which to beat my record. We're going to see how far I can finally get in the arena next time. If you like this, please click the eponymous button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.